Hi everyone, hope y'all are doing well. I wanted to take just a few minutes, especially as we head into this next week, and break down your first major assignment for the class, your Unit 1 assignment. So up to this point, of course, the first unit for the class is really just introductory concepts and kind of getting you comfortable and familiar with what this class entails, kind of some of the different texts that you can analyze, and giving you some of the fundamentals that will help you, especially as you move into later parts of this class. So for the last assignment in Unit 1, it's going to ask you to do a little bit of research and do a little bit of investigation into a school of literary criticism. Now, what a school of literary criticism is, just to kind of give it to you really simply. A school of literary criticism is a lens, or more simply, it's a way that you can examine a text. And again, text, there's several different ways you can approach that. It could be a novel, a film, in the case of your last assignment, your Unit 1.2 discussion board, an ad. It can be a number of things. But a school of literary criticism is a way in which you can interpret a particular text. Different things that you can look at and examine, and ways in which you can draw a meaning. Again, there's a lot of different ways to approach it, and there's different schools of literary criticism and thought. And that's really where this assignment is going to have you do some of that digging and do some investigating and responding to a particular school of literary criticism. So one of the things that I really do want to encourage you to do, especially for this assignment, and this is imperative, y'all, make sure that you go through every one of these different links. There's going to be a link here at the very top that's going to have all really kind of break down all things about literary criticism. Again, really, really good information. I encourage you to read all of it and really consider it carefully. Of course, this particular page breaks down, what literary criticism is, what is a literary theory, the purpose of literary theory, which one should you use, and are they all equally valid? Again, just some really important things to keep in mind. The next little bit of text in this particular unit is going to have you looking at some different schools of literary thought. You'll be looking at reader response, ethnic and cultural studies, gender and feminist studies, or feminist theory, queer theory, psychoanalytic and structuralism and semiotics. So these are the ones that you're going to be able to dig into, and of course you'll see that there are links throughout that kind of help give you some examples of how this could be employed, giving you some links to, so for example, for reader response, Allert Purdue's link that deals with reader response specifically. Okay, so that's really going to be kind of the basis for this particular part of Unit 1. Now, let me go back here. All right, so that's going to be really what's going to help you get started with this. Of course, there are some things that will help you with MLA style. MLA style is the style that we'll be using for this class throughout the course of our class. This is going to be a really important thing for you to start getting a handle on now, especially as we enter later units and you'll be writing more formalized papers that you'll be turning in, and of course I'll be giving you feedback on. And of course there is an example of how this assignment can be done. So I do encourage you to take a look at this. Again, I can't impress this enough on you. Take a look at the example and use it as a template as you approach this assignment. And here are the assignment guidelines. Do note that this is going to be due on the 11th, so this is going to be due this coming Friday. Again, it's due Friday by 11:59. Now, what this assignment is asking you to do, you have to connect one of the theories of literary criticism that you're introduced to in this particular part of Unit 1. And you're going to connect it to some form of creative or artistic media. That could be a film, could be a particular song, it could be a particular piece of literature. Again, that could be a short story, a poem, a novel that you enjoy or are otherwise drawn to. And you're going to explore and explain how you think the literary perspective is either expressed in or can be applied to the chosen work. So let's say you choose The Scarlet Letter. And again, that's a classic novel. A lot of people read it in high school, especially in American Lit. Let's say that's what you go with. And you want to choose feminist theory. That's what you want to use. You have to then explore and expand on how that particular, how feminist theory and how feminist criticism can be applied and connected to the Scarlet Letter as a text. Okay? And of course, you want to make sure that you include scholarly materials that are relevant and applicable to the argument or to the connections that you're making. And of course, make sure to read over the material to make sure that you have a good match of theory to the selected work. So whatever particular text you've chosen, make sure that that text you've chosen lines up really well and really strongly with the School of Literary Criticism that you're looking at. So you choose one, and again, you do want to choose one aside from reader response. Again, reader response you don't want to do. So you could choose any of these that fall here. And you'll learn more about them, of course, through looking at these particular links here. You'll select the particular creative or artistic work. Again, it could be a video, piece of art, it could be a film, it could be a novel, it could be a poem, whatever it is. You explain some of the key concepts about your literary theory. Introduce your particular piece, introduce your particular work and provide a link to it. And then discuss how and why your particular theory applies to this particular text. Okay, and then of course include a MLA works cited page or works cited citation for the source or sources that you've used. And again, you'll see this particular list here. And of course, I do encourage you to refer back to the MLA link that's above, and you will also see this MLA citation link here. Okay, and also note that there is a rubric that goes along with this assignment. I'll make sure to link it underneath this video so you all will have it. Again, I never want you all to be confused or it to ever be mysterious as to how you're going to be graded for a particular assignment. Okay, and again, this is going to be due Friday, the 11th by 11:59. This is going to be your first more formal assignment. It's not a paper per se in the sense that it's going to have a clear introduction paragraph with a clear thesis and body paragraphs and so on. Again, that's going to come into play in Unit 2. But this is going to be a really good place for you to kind of get your feet wet with what a more formalized assignment will look like. So again, really take advantage of everything that is in this submodule for Unit 1, especially the example and, of course, these guidelines here. And, of course, if you ever have questions, y'all, please email me. Please give me a call. I will do whatever I can to help you. We can even set up a virtual meeting via Zoom to chat and kind of talk through an assignment if that would be helpful to you. The last thing I want to mention, because I do want to keep this video as short as I can, I have started grading your Unit 1.2 discussion posts. I am pleased with what I've read so far. I'm a little over halfway through, and again, I'm recording this on Sunday evening. I will finish grading them in the next couple of days, giving you detailed feedback, and I really want to encourage you all to look at the feedback I've given to you on all of the discussion boards up to this point, including the Unit 1.2 that I'll finish grading. All of that feedback can help you as you think through the structure and the ways in which you write your sentences and address different grammar issues in this Unit 1 more formalized assignment. Okay? Again, as always, if you have questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. Take care of yourselves. Do make sure you're taking time to rest as much as you can, and I look forward to seeing what you have to do with this assignment. Again, it's a really cool assignment, and I think you'll have a lot of really great things to say. Take care.